YouTube? I am back with a new video finally. It's been a long time, maybe about 2 to 3 weeks, I think, maybe, since I posted a video since Thanksgiving. I've been doing nothing but work, so yeah, I've been busy. So I want to introduce a new series of videos on my channel, and they're going to be called the Brooklyn Binge. It's basically just going to be me reviewing shows that I've been watched on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime, because I'm obsessed with Amazon Prime right now. Now I do have a co-host for this, but he isn't here this week. We might not be able to meet up together to tape until January, but it's Al, my friend Al from Styling Stingy, just sickening, iconic, legendary young man who will be a part of this series as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with the first episode on my own. So She's Gotta Have It. Spike Lee did this movie 1986, I want to say. It's basically about this young girl who dating 3 guys and a female, and she basically can't be tied down. She's not looking for commitment. She's just kind of doing her thing and trying to have fun. Because I wasn't born when the movie came out, I have no idea what the reactions to the actual movie were then compared to how it is now. But now it came back because he did a Netflix show on the movie, and I just think it's really funny because it kind of goes in with how this generation is right now, where it's a situationship and everybody is sleeping with everybody. The show has been getting a lot of mixed reviews thus far. I can honestly say, from watching the movie, I'm not surprised of how I feel about the show. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right on into the very first episode. First episode is called The Jump Off. So the show starts with the introduction, which is very similar to the movie's introduction, which is like showing the old Brooklyn and all these cool pictures. And I like in the show, it's like he's showing old Brooklyn versus the new Brooklyn in the pictures, and I think that's really, really dope. It starts off with Nola Darling in her loving bed, whatever. Talking about, you know, like no one really knows her. They think they know her. She doesn't like to be categorized as a freak because she hates the term. And then it goes into like this clip of like catcalling on the street. And when I tell y'all, I relate so much, and I feel like every girl relates to the catcalling in the street, no matter where you live, especially New York though. Like, I cannot leave my house without headphones. If I leave without headphones, I will turn back around and go back to get headphones. Or if I'm too far to turn back around, I will stop and buy headphones. Like, it is that serious, because the shit people say to you on the street, it's like, it's just too much. I've had horrible street calls. It's just way too much. So after we meet Nola, we meet Jamie Overstreet, who in the show is married, and I don't think he was married in the movie, not from what I recall. He wasn't married in the movie, but in the show he is married. Something that I wrote down that I found so funny about the whole Jamie thing, he mentioned God doesn't give you the people you want, he gives you the people you need. And I feel like that quote is for me, because I'm not getting any of the people that I want. I'm getting all of the people that I guess I need for now to learn, or to learn a lesson or something. God is, he's being really shady right now, and I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see. After Jamie Overstreet, we have Mars Blackmon, and I love him. Like, I adore him. He's so funny. He's caring. He cares about her dreams. He's like trying to push her to be better. Like, I love him so much. He got her back, yo. And I will say, I'm not necessarily attracted to anybody in this show. Like, the guys are just like, I don't find any of them attractive. I do think Greer from the movie was kind of hot, but even in the movie they weren't attractive. Like, I just don't see it. I don't get it. Mars, he is just, he's a clown. He's a clown. Mars in the movie, I will say, I think he's a little bit more, not disrespectful, but just like, ugh, in the movie. Spike Lee paid him in the movie, and he says something about like most dudes want to freak but we just don't want to marry them or something like that in the movie. But Mars isn't like that in the show, thank God, because that would have been a whole nother thing. Now on to Greer. I don't have anything positive to say about Greer. He has nice teeth. Like, he makes me cringe. He makes me cringe a lot. Greer Childs, I really think, I literally wrote down, he's either bi or gay. I don't know what's going on. He's very annoying. At one point in the movie, they're about to have sex and he starts folding his clothes as he's taking them off. When I tell you I would leave, even though, I mean, it's her house, because she only has sex in her house, in her bed. But, like, he would have been kicked out, because that is not, you gotta go. Like, you gotta go. I can't do it. So, Greer is just, he's supposed to be, like, this cocky, conceited guy, to the point where he, like, shouted out his name during sex. Like, he was like, Greer. She was like, what? Like, it was just so weird. Like, it was just so weird. Like, I can't, like, I can't, I don't know, I don't have anything good to say about Greer. Like, I just don't. Not from this episode, at least, because I did finish the whole season, but from this episode, Greer is a dub. I just wrote down some stuff that I randomly came across in the show compared to the movie. So in the movie, I'm about to hit y'all up with some facts. In the movie, Spike Lee's sister plays Corinda, I think that's how you say her name, who's Nola's best friend. And in the show, Spike Lee's sister plays Nola's mom. So that's cute. The song, her ringtone in the show was actually the song that a dancer danced to for her birthday in the movie. Jamie got her like this gift to have like these A-League dancers come dance for her, and the song that they dance to is the actual ringtone in the show. What I'm trying to figure out is like, what is Nola's exact job? Because I feel like she has like odd jobs. Like, she's an artist, but she also like does dog walking and she just paints. So like, I'm trying to figure out how she lives in this fucking brownstone in Fort Greene in 2017's Brooklyn as a starving artist. Like, I don't get it. I don't know how that works, but whatever. Now the brunch scene reminded me so much of now, how brunch is like a thing now, even though I remember it being a thing when I was a little girl and my mom was my age and I would go to brunch with her and her friends. It was just really cute. It was in some shishi fufu restaurant, and Corinda Bradford, she's the bitter best friend. I call her the bitter best friend because Mars used to be her thing, and Nola basically stole him. They used to live together, but she moved out because Nola had a different dude in there every morning. She's just a snobby person from what I can tell. And basically the guy gave her this drink or whatever. She didn't like it. This whole thing, she got it taken back. I found it weird that no one else wants to give back their drink too, because if it was me and we all got the same drink and if you taste it and it's nasty, best believe I'm sending mine right back, because now I want the same thing that you're getting. Like, no. That's not about to happen. But the funny part about that brunch was when they were naming all the places that people call spots in Brooklyn and Manhattan now, like fucking Bedwick. Is that supposed to be Bed-Stuy and Bushwick? Like, what? Like, these names. NoHo, Sobro, Noha. What the fuck is Noha? What is that? What is Noha? If anybody that is from New York City like me that knows what Noha is, please tell me, because I've never heard of it. What is it? Noha. Fucking, I don't even know what that would even be. Noha? I really hope they were just saying shit. But Bedwick, I was super offended at Bedwick because, bitch, this is the sty and that's Bushwick. Like, what are you doing? There's no, we're not putting them together. No. I know they're like a block apart, but we're not putting them together. That's not gonna happen. Stop. But she was like, it's basically a whole bunch of places that we can no longer afford to live in. Which is real as fuck, because that's exactly what Bedwick is. You can't afford to live here. Off bat, I noticed a little beef between Shamika, which is the one that kind of looks like Nicki Minaj to me. And that's no shade, but she really does look like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is gorgeous, so it shouldn't be offensive. Shamika and Corinza. Off bat, it's a little like, you know how you have friends that throw shade at each other, but they're like, they hate each other, but they won't say that they hate each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like she judges Shamika because Shamika is hood, I guess. There was some really good quotes throughout the show, like, stop seeing other people's success as a failure for you. And that quote resonates with me so well. And I feel like it resonates with so many millennial creatives now, that we kind of see everybody being successful and hitting their marks way before we get to where we want to be, and we kind of mark ourselves as a failure. But that's not the case, because your time is your time and their time is their time. So that's all that is. It's her birthday. It's Nola's birthday. That was the brunch. She had a birthday brunch. And now she's back at her place with Jamie. They have sex or whatever. And she gets a call from Mars being thirsty. And Jamie kind of like cops an attitude. And I'm just like, you don't have the right to have an attitude with me about who I'm dealing with. And the fact that I'm dealing with multiple people. We're not in a relationship together. We're just having sex with each other, and you're married. Like, this isn't a thing between the two of us. We're not a partnership. Like, I can be with who I want to be with. I can speak to who I want to speak to. And you're just going to deal with it. Be mad about it. It's either you deal with it or you leave. It's one or the other. Relax. Back to Mars, though, because Mars, he's a special case. And we'll get to why he's a special case around the second to last episode, when she makes that painting of him compared to everyone else. He's a special case. Even the sex scene with the Jordans on, that shit got me. That shit got me so tight. I was like, he really on her bed in Jordans. Like, no. The one thing that I don't understand is, how does she not get them mixed up? Even though I think she did in one episode. I think she ended up calling Jamie Mars, or mentioning something about Mars in referencing to Jamie. But I don't understand how she doesn't get them mixed up. And I don't understand how people that do it now, where they have multiple people on a line, how y'all don't get them mixed up? How? Like, one is already like, whoa, like, this is a lot. This is a lot for me right now. So multiple people, like, no. I would, no. I don't know how y'all do that. I really don't know. The show ends with her walking home from her best friend's house. I think they live like a block apart from each other, and this guy starts catcalling her. And she's just like, leave me alone, my name's not Yo, whatever. And she's just basically trying to walk home faster. And she gets to the light to cross the street, and he like snatches her up. And she flips out and like starts punching him and stuff. And he like says something like, I didn't want you anyway, you fucking black bitch. And I'm like, but you did, because you were pressed enough to put your hands on her. So that is such a big fear of mine. Like, guys really are creeps. Like, they're creepy, they're scary in the street when it's like, even when it's daytime. Like, I remember living in Virginia and getting catcalled from this guy was in a car, and I was at the bus stop, and he was catcalling me. And then he disappeared, and then all of a sudden he's standing next to me while I'm at the bus, like, still trying to talk to me. And I'm like, yo, get the fuck away from me. I think that was the first time I was ever like scared, and I knew that within 2 seconds I was about to use my mace, because now you're too close to me and you don't know what no means. Like, I have said no multiple times. Like, guys don't understand and don't see how creepy that shit is. I don't see how they don't see how creepy that is. It scared her enough for her to go home and like do this campaign of like, my name isn't black bitch, my name isn't yo mom, my name isn't baby girl. And it's so funny because in that scene, as she was putting them up, I was actually seeing them before I even saw the poster, because I'm like, every girl has heard all this BS before. Hey yo ma, yo shorty, hey yo in the blue. Like, come on my G, come on, stop, it's annoying. For me, that scene is what made me want to keep watching the show, because honestly 5 minutes in I was like, this acting is horrible. Horrible. This acting is no bueno, and I don't know if I could get through this cheesy ass acting. And I know people say that that's Spike Lee's directing style, but I feel like all the Spike Lee movies that I've watched were not as horrible as that. Like, the acting and the cheesiness is just beyond in this show, even compared to the movie, because the movie wasn't all that as far as acting and, you know, cheesiness, but like the show is like, whoa, this is cringe worthy. But it did get better throughout the season. So if you watch the first episode and you don't know how you feel about it, I would say to keep trying to watch it. That's what I would say. So overall, it's an okay show. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Oh, another thing that I like in the show is when he plays songs in the show, right after he plays the song in the scene, he shows the CD cover, the album cover of the song, of the single. Absolutely love that, because I'm always like, oh, what song is that? What song is this? What song is that? So I'm happy he did that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you're watching She's Gotta Have It and how you feel about it so far. And I hope that you keep watching it so you can get into the reviews with me. Make sure you leave a comment down below, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and share my video. And I will see you guys in 2 days with a new video. Peace, yo.
Why you make it so complicated? Off the drain, we concentrate.